So, I recently was just watching YouTube, relaxing. I found this video by this great YouTuber called Your Everyday Theorist. His video is linked in the description, and I'm gonna have it pop up in the top right for those of you on phone and computer. All I have to say to preface this is just don't watch this if you have like a weak heart. This kind of just got me to just die inside a bit. So, new warning. Alright, this is some real shit. I'm not kidding. Let's get into it, yeah? So, we've all heard about the dark web. It's the home for all things illegal and horrifying. Which is kind of why it's called the dark web. And, what if I told you that you don't need to dive into the dark web to even see some of the most gory shit on the earth? What if I told you it was here on the surface web? Probably be a little bit surprised. I would be too. Platforms you use every day have them. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, even TikTok. Even China's stuck with this shit. Well, before we continue, let me just tell y'all, I'm not here to give these videos any more exposure. They fucking suck. They're like the dot videos, the period videos, where you could put a period inside of your search bar and you'd find all these dark videos. This is just about showing. It isn't just about showing what's out there. It's more about understanding what's going on with it. For those of y'all who wonder about this stuff. Well, Gore videos don't show up by accident, which I think is very obvious for all of you. You know, I'm not gonna patronize you and explain what Gore video is. They're uploaded with an intent to get shock value, probably, most of the time. The scariest part is that the algorithms hope with that, because then there are people who look at that, and then it continues to go out, and it's crazy. So if someone would watch a borderline graphic video, let's say a video about, like, I don't know, of Marines in Afghanistan, Delta Afghanistan or something, well, the algorithm then give you something more extreme. Probably, maybe. The deeper you go, the deeper the shit gets, and before you know it, your casual browsing turns into an even worse rabbit hole of gore and graphic ass content. Let's talk about the responsibility that the platforms have. They're quick to ban accounts for things like copyrighting music, looking at you TikTok. But when it comes to gore, it's a really gray area. Here's what typically happens. First, there's flagging and reporting by the users. Then the review process takes hours, days, and even weeks because of the delayed response that you get from the shitty ass customer service from all these companies. And then, even if it does get removed, it'll probably just get re-uploaded. Even if they were to ban the IP, it doesn't change the fact that someone could just re-upload it themselves without even needing permission from the original uploader. Some platforms, they use AI to detect that kind of stuff, but it isn't really perfect, and sometimes it just gets rid of stuff that doesn't really hurt anyone, like some movie scene or something. And to be honest, it seems like more platforms care more about just ad revenue than they do the users' quality of life, I guess you could call it. So this is being distributed through use of an AI software, in which you could tell it to, make something out of something. The example video is popping out right now. It's of Minions. I'm just gonna let you watch it. Now, a great point that the Everyday Theorist made on his video about on this topic, he stated that this isn't really the first time something like this has happened, because, you know, as I said before, when you put like a period or some weird, strange, like, I guess, I don't know, like Italian or Spanish letter, then you'd get all these strange videos that would like lead you to this most gory shit you could see, or at least genuinely just genuinely unsettling, disturbing stuff that really would like emotionally affect you. And well, it's just hurts to know that there are people who out there who would actually do this, because I'm sure it's traumatized more than one child. And yeah, it just hurts. Now, I'm just gonna say that the Everyday Theorist has a much better video on this topic, which is much better produced than this one, which is me just talking into my phone. And I mean, here's just a little clip I took from his video that I really like, because I watched that video from 2 years ago, where he like went on about the period and search bar thing. I don't know what you call that, but here's a clip.
More TikTok clips, I realized that they weren't playing around this time. 2 years ago, I covered a very similar topic where I talked about the full stop punctuation situation on YouTube, where if you typed in a period into the search bar, you'd get really disturbing and weird clips. But even then, I remember having to spend at least half hour to an hour just clicking through to find pretty much anything of relevance or concern. And with this,
and one last thing I'd like to add is that something really interesting came to my mind when I looked in the comments section. Big thanks to, well, I cannot pronounce his name. Maybe you guys can, but I'm just gonna put his comment up. So, in the sound, you heard that there was an Indian kid, or I assume that was Indian, 'cause it sounded like Indian funk to me. And according to the commenter, it means on your knees, which perhaps was maybe like a sound from, well, I don't know, some sort of I'm not sure. It's all just some very gory shit. I'm just gonna end it off here, and I'm gonna lay it on. This is a really tough thing to talk about. Crazy how one guy's YouTube, you gotta start fucking rambling on shit. I don't even do this for my channel. I've never done this. This is like the first time I've done this seriously. Well, this shit is unsettling, ugly, and it makes you stop and wonder how you even got to this point in the world. This is a problem, and the biggest victims are the fucking children on those platforms, man. Christ save us all. Sorry for all you've done. Well, I'm tired now. This isn't one of my usual videos, so I figure I might as well talk about it. Y'all know me as the Honey Badger, and I'm out.